Hey everyone, my voice is audible. So today's we are working on our layout system. We are modifying it because last 3 weeks we are just refactoring our architecture toward a very plug and play concept, which means my runtime become uh, agnostic. It so that we can add any new runtime very easily. Also runtime agnostic of any features. So we can plug and play. So that's the concept we are refactoring toward. I hope throughout a live session you can learn how you can scale your code base from day one, because I have today it's been 6 months on this project I spent. So it's a lot, and I learned a lot by creating and managing this project. So I'm just sharing with you guys. And this software here, I manage my work, because when you are working a very complex and multi multiple things, you have to define what you should do next. Otherwise, you cannot manage. So if you look at, this is my project launch task, and we have the nested tasks. We can chase, and I have, if you look at the deadline is 25th August. So I'm making my code base as fast as I can, so I can launch I can launch at 25th August. So let me open my VS Code. So guys, this is my code base. In my architecture, I design my architecture based on responsibility, not based on technical folder structure. So the overall concept in my architecture, we have the runtimes. Runtime actually execute that code, and then we have UI. So why? Because right now I am in Next.js project, but for example, if I just bring out this or pull out my entire runtime into other uh, framework, I can easily move out, because these are just agnostic. So these are real execution code base. It's nothing yeah, it's nothing to do with our like framework. So in the runtimes, we have three runtimes. One is collaborative runtimes, because my platform, it's kind of like real time. You can collaborate meanwhile working. and same thing we have runtime, because my platform AI first approach. So this is the AI runtime. All the code belongs to here, and so far we are just refactoring our runtime implementation. Hey, how are you doing? So today's I'm just walk you through, guys, how I refactoring my code base, because now it's become very huge code base. When you have a huge code base, you cannot just change your code base, because one file link with other things. So far, what I have learned is that that's cool. That's cool. If you're building your startup, that's cool, man. I think as a builder, I believe our job is to bring more solution into society. So technology, as you know, the fundamental job is to make our life faster, easier, and better. So nowadays it's very easy to bring new solution, and if even though if you're not a technical founders, we can give me your website landing page. Right now, I'm showing like, well, right now my project is not uh, like live, because now, as I said, I am refactoring, so my URL and importing path is broken. So just I'm just refactoring one stage at a time. So guys, if you look at my roadmap, so yeah, stage 1, stage 4. So without fixing this stage, I cannot run, because my UI is broken. So last 3 weeks, I have been working on, and I think it takes more than 1 week. So then we can fix all the things. So here I have to, like, even though college has, well, at this moment I just refactor my entire product direction. So my landing page and home page, I just, if you look at right now, so I can show you. Yesterday, if you look at my yesterday, I just, recently I update, I refactor into this architecture. Like before yesterday, I didn't have this kind of uh, code base, so that's why my URL is broken, and also the input path is broken. Without fixing runtime, I cannot run my code base, because yesterday I like, yeah, I had tried, but the input part I have issue each file. So yeah, because I just refactor very yeah, I refactor my entire code base and folder structure. So now I am facing struggling with this type of file path broken. So, and although I have also runtime refactoring, particularly this runtime implementation, but but my platform is well, if you guys want to understand what I'm building, so give me just for a second. Understand, but even your code base, your landing page, I understand your point. Okay, I understand your point. Even though as I said, my landing page is totally different than this code base. But as I said, if you look at my code base, so all the things I refactor. So this is my marketing page. Okay, this is the marketing page. And if you look at, I have marketing page, the what, but recently I just refactor all the things. One page showing. So guys, if you want to understand what I'm building, so basically, first I have to tell you the life cycle of creation company, because my product around that. So there is a life cycle of company. So we have three stages. The first stage is like idea to plan. Second stage is plan to product. Third stage is product to business. So when I say the idea to plan, so before we are creating SaaS company, we are just researching and designing our architecture, our business entities. So that's we call idea to plan. So my product around this. So we have a document. I call it experience, and we have also canvas experience. The second is plan to product. So in this case, the codecs, cursor, they are taken care of this stage, which means you give a prompt, it creates a real actual product. So the second stage is all about converting your plan into a product, a real product. And then the third stage is once you launch your product, you need marketing, you need HR, you need customer support, you need a financial data analysis. So this is the third stage. But my product is not around this third stage and second stage. My product is around um, stage one. But if you look at, the more economic value exists in this product stage three. So you can see Salesforce, Snowflake. This type of platform exists in this stage three. And trust me, all these, so you are saying agent harness. Okay, so that's the different concept, like agent harness. But what I'm saying, so at this moment, this stage is totally replaceable by AI. So all the platform, if you look at, even I'm using this platform, so this platform has also AI. So by just triggering AI, all the tasks AI can do. So here I called a human versus an actor. So same things I also apply in my architecture. So we have the same pipeline. So the way human interact with our UI, our features, so we have a very predefined pattern. So in this case, we just called AI as an actor. So AI can trigger the same pipeline, right? So that's why my approach is AI first. And most of the new Gen founder, they're focused on AI first. And this stage one is totally, as I said, now replaceable by AI. And this second stage also, now American startup, they are focusing to make automate entirely autonomous. So you give one prompt and it just create platform or any website, basic level website, but not like enterprise level. But although it can create, but now the more economical benefit we get from this stage 3. And now most of the platform are focusing on this to automate, but this platform is not fully automated. So my overall plan with my product to create an interface for these three segment, three stages. So, but my core concept at this version 1 about stage 1, because this stage and this stage already taken care of by other people. So here, what we do, we have a concept called MCP server. So lot of top platform, they provide their MCP server. So I can integrate them from one place they can trigger. So if you look at my idea behind my product is that in future, one human can run entire company. So we need a multiple agent, right? We need multiple agents so that we can cover these three stages. The stage 1, all the agent can research, make system design, architectural design, all this stuff. And then for stage 2, AI can understand all the design and they can create actual product. And once the product is done, then we have to launch. After launching, we have to track our customer, we have to provide support and maybe marketing, maybe financial things, all this stuff. So why my prediction is very simple, because I'm seeing a pattern. So guys, to give you a real pattern, give me some time. So I have an analogy. So before creator economy, in the past, we had only few actors and agency. They are only able to produce videos or contents. But when technology came into market, it democratized the solution, which means the earlier barrier was to become an actor, you need a privilege, you need connection. And to produce content, you need heavy equipment, technology, well, out of all the stuff. After having new technology, for example, YouTube, Facebook, other social media, they provide interface. And as a creator, we just use that pre-built interface and we just record ourselves and upload. That's all. So which means if you look at the result of technology, it reduces enormous of barrier. The barrier of not having a full equipment well around, right? So the same pattern, and okay. By the way, so as a result of this this new technology, it provides a customization. A creator economy provides a customization, which means each individual or each end consumer, we are consuming the things we want to. So technology feed us based on our preference, right? So understand the mental model. What I'm saying, at this moment, end consumer are consuming customization things, because each individual has their own pain, own problem, own preference. So creator economy provides that type of economy. If you look at this moment, total creator in the world, almost 260 million plus creator. It's a huge. So technology provides a lot of opportunity for us, and for end consumer, a customization, a more option to consume. That's all. Same pattern gonna happen in corporate world or company creation. So why do you need company? So the purpose of company is to solve a real problem, is to provide a solution. So here I'm just talking about only SaaS company or software as a service or technology regarding company. Here I'm not talking about any physical company. So in this case, before AI, some people were able to run company, because to run company you need a very well educated a team, you need a funding, you need mentors, all the stuff, you need privilege. But at this moment, if you are not technical founders or technical guy, you can create a software. So now the question is, the pattern is very simple. AI create more customization solution. So let's say at this moment, same uh, same type of channel, we have a lot of things like cooking channel, blogger, we have bunch of channel, and every channel has their own consumer, right? So it's gonna happen same in the AI space as well. So uh, a single founders can run their own company, which means they have maybe 5,000 users, 10,000 users, and maybe 20,000 users, similar to YouTube channel or other social media platform. So as a single founder, we are just solving that particular consumer problem, right? To run that type of company, we need infrastructure. We need well-around infrastructure. So what is infrastructure for AI? If you want to build and run company, you need a very ground of infrastructure. So now, as I said, to build a software, you need a well-educated team. That team now is taken care of by all large language model. At this moment, the most two companies very good at that, Claude and OpenAI. So the problem is solved. The one problem is solved. The second problem is, now you have brain. You need a sandbox. So sandbox means to build your to run your software, you need a sandbox. So this also taken care of by the other company. Now you need one interface, so you can monitor, you can like build, monitor, trace, manage. So I call it, we have this third stage, I call it's a business or company operation, right? So from idea to launch and then manage or operate, you need a bunch of solutions. So at this moment, on this three life cycle, we have uh, more than 1,000 software, and they are solving these three stage, right? But in AI space, as I said, guys, we have to provide an interface so that individual can run their company from one place. So my overall pattern is very simple, and my product around like that. The way I'm just creating and design my architecture, so I can cover this stage. So, but at this moment, my stage is like this. My product around this idea to plan, but I have to design in a way so I can plug and play. So if I want to focus on this, I don't want to refactor my code again. So that's why at this moment I'm just refactoring my code base toward it. Last 1 month ago, I don't know about it, so I research it and then I document so I can follow this document and my product vision. I hope guys you understand actually what the future gonna look like, and as a builder what you can take care of, what you can focus on. So we have to create the solution around these three stages. So guys, here I'm not talking about the consumer based product. Here I'm talking about only enterprise level product, because consumer base is totally different than enterprise level. So here I'm talking about, yeah, so you can say, yeah, because we are building one individual, yeah, there can be one individual, but the solution around you are helping, um, you are helping team or individual to create their company, to help their things. So they are not the end consumer, right? So that's why I'm not talking about it's a consumer based product. It's sort of like enterprise based product. So you guys have heard about D2C, B2B, C2C. So basically B2B means business to business. So your product is, you only care about business. So you are the business, and so yeah, it's called a business to business, and a B2C means business to consumer, and C2C means consumer to consumer. So a lot of so this is just a business concept, but just focus. So, and now the entire America is making AI first platform around the solution. So the ultimate goal is to automate the entire this three stage. Believe it or not, it's gonna happen. As I said, this stage already we can see the autonomous. This stage also become more autonomous as we go in future. This stage are getting yeah, it is getting very automated, and this stage also. So if you want to build something, you have to think a lot of use cases, because I'm assuming you are the one founder. You don't have team members. You don't have founders, mentors. So you are alone. So that's my assumption. If that's the assumption, then we have to solve. We have to build around that solution, and that's my product is all about. Nothing else. And I'm spending a lot time, like more time on understanding the life cycle of product and the future, so I can design that. Because nowadays AI can build a very toy project, and even though yeah, but what is the future? How you can figure out the pain? Because you only can make money out of technology if you provide a real solution. And so yeah, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Because, yeah, so you have to understand this type of mental model, because your job is not like that, because you are a developer, so you don't have to think about these things. But my assumption is you are the only one, so you have to think of all of those things. But manually, it's not possible. So that's why I observe AI can help us, because I'm a developer, or maybe I'm a business guy. So, like for example, I'm a developer, so I don't know about like in economics or like startup. So I have to spend a lot of time. But what if AI could help us? So AI just give a bullet point, and just we can read it. And as we have our reasoning brain, we can use it, right? And for, yeah, this one also. So my ultimate vision about the product, and as we are guys builder, so just think about any stage and take care of it, and provide a solution. If you are, if you are thinking in terms of a near future or a long term, because you can build a toy, even you can build a product already, but if you don't have that vision with that product, can scale, you can understand what's going on around the market. Because now at this moment, the total market value of AI is around $20 trillion, and most of the valuation are coming from the stage at there is a layer in AI space, the five layers. So first is the most of the revenue, and you can say a market cap is are coming from layer one, which is a foundational. Which is at database center, cluster, all the electricity. So these are foundational of AI. Then second layer is the large language model builder like Anthropic, OpenAI, Google Gemini. So these are providing the brain. And then third layer is all about taking care of those creating the another interface or another foundation around this large language model. So we have all those fundamental and infrastructure, foundational infrastructure, and then at the fourth stage we have the application layer, which means so we are making application layer. We are making application layer using the layer three infrastructure and the brain. And the fifth stage is the end consumer. So this is the layer, guys. You have to think about, because if you are building your product, which is its application, and your application is on top of layer three, which is infrastructure around the AI, and also we are using the brain, right? So yeah, that's the whole concept of product. And I think this type of things only product manager understand. But if again I'm saying repeatedly, you are the only guy. I mean, I'm assuming you are running your own company. So you have to think like this, because at this moment, one creator, they edit, they record, they upload, right? So yeah, yeah, they might have a team when they grow a very large way, or they can scale. Then you can hire all those staff. So, anyways, I spent a lot of time to explaining what my product is, what my product direction is. So, with this chat session, you guys only can understand mental model, how you can design your architecture, and how you can save your time. Because I spent 6 months, I have invested more than 6 months on understanding the architectural design. So I observe at this moment we have three type of developer. One is junior developer, then we have mid, we have senior. So I observe in the top big company. So senior developer roles is like to design system end to end. They are not building any features. And mid-term they can work with one like implementing real features, and also they are designing system and end to end. And junior level, they don't know how to design end to end system or end to end architecture, so they are just implementing features. So what I get from YouTube only how to implement features, and a lot of tutorials exist how to design system, but nobody nobody from YouTube, they never ever shared any real production ready mental model or code base. So over the 6 months, when I designed this type of mental model with my product vision, I refactor almost 10 times. It's not because I'm looking for perfection. I'm just looking for what look like the production ready code base, because in production ready they create their code base very scalable. What does mean by scalable? It's very simple. You have to create your code base plug and play concept, which means, as you know, startup is all about iteration, which means your product your product is not your last product or your finished product. It's just idea behind solution. You launch your product in a market and you get feedback on it. Based on your feedback, you have to iterate, which means iteration means there is a process: launch, learn, launch, feedback, learn, build. So this concept called iteration. So if your concept is like this, so you have to build your code base in such a way so you can just, based on new requirement, you can, let's say you observe, okay, I have to build this new feature. So you have to just register your features, and around these features you have to build. That's that's all. You don't need to like change any other code base or architectural pattern. if if in your code base, when you bring some new features, you just refactor your whole pipeline or maybe other code base, that means you, you will get a lot of bad times. You should have a bad time, because I observed last 6 months. I thought in 3 months I I would have built this platform, and I did. But when the new ideas, the mental model become more clear, I just uh, I just adding new features, and then I thought, okay, now my pipeline is not scalable. So then I realized, how could I make it more scalable? And so, as I said, from YouTube, nobody tell like how we can design. As I said, if you have a senior level developer in your team, then they can design from day one, right? But as I said, we are not a senior level, because right now we just pass out, or maybe we drop out. Yeah, just we don't have a 20 years experience. Just we have only 1 year experience, or just we are a fresher, whoever we are. But we want to build a scalable solution. So after 3 months, I observed the issue. I cannot test out. I cannot apply unit tests. I cannot add new features. The pipeline is, I thought, yeah. So each time I bring new features and new idea, the pipeline is just, I have to modify the whole pipeline. Then after 4 months, I totally change the concept. Like nowadays, I call runtime versus UI, right? Versus business entities. So this is a core concept we have, and at this moment, my product is very scalable. If you want to change your database, just you have to change one file. That's all. If you want to change the UI things, let's say React to maybe Angular, you have to change just UI component. That's all. If you want to change the framework for let's say Next.js to microservices, you have to shift the entire runtime into somewhere else. It doesn't affect the other code or other things. Trust me. If you look at my code base, so at this moment, let me show you at this moment how bigger my project is. So guys, these are just to document about my architecture. Otherwise, I cannot understand. So guys, overall, I have more than 78,000 lines of code. And nowadays, I think it's become more than 90K lines of code. If you look at the total files, here it shows 1300, but now I hope it's become more than 1400. So now, do you think this type of code base you can handle with just demo things? I don't think so. I don't think so, because if you organize your code base based on technical folder structure, you might get a lot of issues. Like, to be honest, I have this type of well organized document, but still I need this type of software, because at this moment, trust me, I'm just refactoring my this like runtime again. So now my head is cumbersome, which means I cannot handle the pressure, like, because here it requires a lot of cognitive power, and yeah, it does, it does. That's why my ultimate goal, guys, to share the insight of what like what look like to build a production ready, high scalable architecture. Here I'm not talking about microservices, because when you're building a fast product, or like if you don't have any users, my recommendation is to follow the monolith, because I don't think so at this moment we should build a microservices. If you understand system design, so you know at this moment we don't need to go system design. Rather, we have to focus the architectural design. The system design is totally different than architectural design. System design, you need to serve and make your code safer, predictable, faster. But here you don't have users. Once you have more than 1 million users, then you need system design. But at this moment, I don't think so. So here you go. And so these are just a traditional SaaS software. But now we are living a very AI native like concept or mental model. So we need a separate mental model, which is AI, right? So that's why I have a clear concept I call it actor, because software is software, right? Because if you look at this platform, like all the features human manually can do, as well as actor AI can do. If you look at this platform, let's say Notion, so Notion provide MCP server. So from your platform, you can access all those resources. So guys, have you observed? Like, you understand like what I'm saying? I'm saying, so human is the actor, AI is the actor, and MCP server, which means external API is also a actor. So, which means each actor has to pass through our entire architectural pipeline. If your software is like you build up, you build tools, and then you also let user to apply their AI on the tools so they can automate. Right. So if you understand this mental model, it's very helpful, because if you think, okay, I need a pipeline for AI, I need another pipeline for like human, and also a MCP server, man, you cannot scale it, because everything has to go through the same pipeline, because your core product is, for example, the Notion core product is page, and this is just a semantic data, right? So here, if you look at this is the AI, so I can manually click here and change here. AI can do also. So as you look at how we think about, like, if you think about AI is a magic, but behind the magic, what it is, you have to understand the mental model, because it's not like you're saying, hey AI, just do that, because large language model just, it's a next token prediction. There is no power with it. So you have to provide tools. So guys, we call tools in this MCP server and agent. So what agent, like what make agent powerful? So if you understand the agent, so here agent is just simple. The definition is, agent is just another kind of things which use a brain, in this case large language model, and having and calling the tools. So to interact with the real world, to interact with the so we are human, so we are interact with the real world. So in this case, we are clicking like that. So AI can't do that, right? So we have to provide the tools. So in this case, tools means we can think of anything. We can think of this is the tools, right? Because we are assuming you are the human is the actor, AI is the actor. So the pipeline must be same. Then you can see the magic, because here we are doing manually. It takes time. AI, so we are just clicking here. So we know everything, right? So we can see how AI can see. We have to create same pipeline. Just here I'm just triggering this, right? So if AI, if we let us AI, so AI can also trigger it, which means AI create a data, and we just show that data, nothing else. We display our data. If you look at the Notion mental model, it's the same. Notion under the hood think like this. This is the data. So large language model are very good at produce our data, but we have to serve data, right? So that's why we call it a tools. And also maybe you use a Notion MCP server, so you can call your AI to access this type of data, and they can bring all the data. So how, like, yeah, so Notion also provide the MCP server endpoint, so you can consume that. That's another different of knowledge. But in this case, what I'm trying to say, when you're building AI stuff, so you guys, oh my god, Cloud Code, Codex, OpenClaw, these are amazing. But if you understand the mental model, how their founder think, they think like this: human versus AI. We have to think actor. Some actor takes more time, some actor not. In this case, I call it's an actor. So every actor must go through same pipeline, and that pipeline is architectural design. You have to design your architecture so that AI, human, MCP server, they can go through, right? So that's why at this moment I'm creating my architecture so that all the actors, they pass through same pipeline. They pass through same pipeline. So right at this moment you're not making your MCP server, because you want to consume the other MCP server. You want to build MCP client. That's okay. That's okay. But if you want to build, because now your platform is very scalable, and other people now want to consume your stuff, right? So very important. This mental model is very important. So this is the AI a mental model, because I thought like before like even before 3 months ago, I thought how OpenClaw, Codex, they access like how they create these things. But when I realize and I spend a lot of time test out, then I understand, okay, this is the yeah. So now the question is is it possible to automate everything? The fully automate? I believe yes. The answer is yes. But we call agent harness. That's the concept. I think earlier one guy talked about the agent harness. So agent harness, it's kind of like environment where you can. So we have three concepts. We have the agent harness is a environment. We have a runtime. We have a sandbox, so which is like which AI can run and test, and then we have evaluation part. So you can check, trace, because everybody everybody is using same large language model. If your harness is better, which means you you organize efficient your context engineering. So like yeah, you know context engineering means we have MCP server, tool calling, all this stuff. So that's called context engineering. But the overall roadmap is agent harness. So you have to yeah, you have to create that type of harness so it can produce accurate output. If you look at the lovable cursor, why they create that type of good output, or they are how they are so sufficient or efficient, because of they create that type of harness, because they are also using same Claude 5 and ChatGPT 6. Even you are using same, but your harness is not good enough to make that type of output. So guys, there is no magical things in this space. Like if you don't understand the mechanical stuff, then you think, oh my god, man, it's a magic. But the magic you are building, magic you are designing, magic you are just building, right? But yeah, because traditional software and the new concept AI, how we can combine. First things I talk about it, the traditional mental model, and then AI just large language model, which is they can predict next token, and then we also call agent. So agent is just tool calling with help of large language model, and you also talk about agent harness. So then agent become powerful because of we are providing tools, and tools means you want to interact with the real world. That's again I want you guys to back to our the this is three. Why I'm saying this is just three are gonna be fully autonomous. The entire world gonna be become fully autonomous. If you want to build a fully autonomous, we have to provide a memory. We have to provide a memory. So human can remember something, and let's say we are working today, next day we remember something, then we continue with that work. So we need memory, right? So to make the entire workflow or any kind of stage or product, so here I'm just assuming the life cycle of software company, how we can make the entire stage fully autonomous, just fully autonomous. Maybe agent can run multiple days. It's yeah, in one, and even though there will be no human in the loop, they can figure out. So we talk about the traditional software mental model. We talk about uh, AI, and then we talk about agent. Then we talk about harness. To make fully autonomous, we need some kind of memory. We need some right. So here we know we call agent harness. So now we have a context engineering. We have the MCP, we have a RAG, we have tool calling, right? So here we need a RAG, and also we need a memory system. So RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation, so it brings some your private data into a context. That context feed into a large language model. Then large language model can predict something, or based on the prompt you provide, he reason about it, he understand the resource, the available resource, and then based on take action on it. So the action means you want to produce some solution, right? The solution is our software or the product we are making. So guys, in this case, now we have two concepts. One is RAG, one is memory system. To make fully autonomous, we have to feed kind of things to our large language model, right? Because large language model doesn't know about your internal things. We have to feed it. So how you can bring all those right information? That's the RAG concept is exists. So now, as I said, to make our AI agent more autonomous, we need, in this scenario, we need RAG, we need memory system. So we have talked about a lot of things. We have to talk about uh, traditional software, and then agent harness, and then context engineering. So how we can make our agent autonomous? So if you are first time in this channel, guys, I want you just subscribe my channel so I can reach my 10K goals. Please guys subscribe, because it doesn't take for you to like just hit that button. So yeah, but here I'm saying you want to automate the entire life cycle of creation company. So so how could you, like, how how can we make this happen? How could you make this happen? So here we have to feed the previous things and write things. The previous things called memory, and write things how you can bring right things. So in nutshell, we have to apply RAG. Then AI can take action on behalf of your prompt, and it reason about it, it get feedback on it, again take action, get feedback on it until your goal is done, right? So far we understand all those mental model. So here I'm not just telling you with kind of slide, or but I'm just telling a story about how the future gonna look like. So here's the things. So I discuss about my product direction, what my product is about, and how you can think about it. That's why you observe I have documented all this stuff, and this is my architecture design, and why I'm spending much more time on architectural design nowadays, because of that. So if you are the first time, just here I'm just sharing my inside of my learning, how I manage my code base. And yeah, it's not a like demo project, or it's a fully scalable production ready product, and I'm just working on it. So now let me, the way I work, I start. So yeah, it's been 1 hour. I have been talking about just architectural design, so you can understand what I'm building. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask AI question, provide my context, and refactor it. Because I'm not let AI to design my architecture, although I decide all the stuff already. So when I need something to refactor, I have to provide my architectural decision and then just AI write the code. Because nowadays I don't write any code by myself, but rather I decide all the architectural design, technical specification. That's why you see I have all those document, because each and everything I just documented. It, yeah, it could be the product direction, the architectural designing, anything. So here is my tools. So I follow it, so I know what to do. Otherwise, I cannot manage this type of code base or complexity. Wear my glasses. So this is the tasks I have, and these tasks, without completing these tasks, I cannot work on layout system. So these tasks I just created started because it was very late at that, I think 2 a.m. That's why I were not able to complete it, but now it's time to complete. So the task is very simple. So I have issue inside factor. So if you look at why I'm following this type of tools, so I have the deadline. The deadline is 25th August, and I follow this type of task, and we have the subtask, we have the to do, and if you look at, I have the overall. So I have 161 total tasks, and then we have 21 overdue tasks, and I have complete only 23. This is my overall roadmap. Before 5th August, I have to finish. Now that we have fixed our feature semantic contracts, layout contracts, and recently we have introduced runtime composition contracts. So now tell me, so helper has the mixed responsibility, and what about this other two? Because our ultimate goal to plug and play approach. So we have built the composition. You can look at them again and then tell me which file from factories I need to split the responsibility, and which file I can move to. Yes, according to our new architecture, the composition layer must be the owner of all registration installation, so that we can plug and play, which means if you want to add any new features, we can just have to change a composition, nothing node contracts or factory, or just features and register them. That's all. That's why you said I have to create this file and delete the factor is 1. Now I want to create this file so that we can achieve our goals, and make sure align with other composition if the new file need them.